Tell me a little bit about your practice, what you focus on the most.
Yeah, so first of all, I practice in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and I do primarily, well, exclusively personal injury, but primarily it's auto tort litigation, automobile, as well as trucking litigation.
Tell me what made you pick up the phone and say, "This is a case that, I need some extra assistance on."
Well, originally I felt that I could, do it myself. I prepared, many hours on hours to for my case, and it went to trial, and it ended in a hung jury. And after speaking with some of the jurors after the trial, I just felt like um, they paid attention to some things that I didn't necessarily think that they would pay attention to. It was just very eye-opening speaking with the jurors after my trial. And after I spoke with my jurors, um, I realized that I was thinking about my case as an attorney
Mhm.
and not as a layperson. And I think when you have the legal training, it's easy to just get caught in that tunnel of thinking about your case from a legal aspect. I had spent hours upon hours, a week-long trial, and it ended in a hung jury. And not only did it end in a hung jury, but we had one holdout
Uh-huh.
juror that sided with us. So we almost lost the case. I just knew that, they say the definition of insanity is doing the
Mhm.
same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I just knew I couldn't go into the next trial like I did in the first one.
Did you ever do a focus group before? Was this your first time?
This is my first time doing a focus group. I had the focus groups that I had heard about before were where you get potential jurors and you have like a weekend. You bring them in on a Saturday, and you spend say 6 hours like on a Saturday doing like a mock trial, and you get feedback that way, which I think can be effective. But I had never um, heard about it the way that you're able to do it, where you give the jurors uh, a whole week. They're in no rush, and your questionnaire to them was very detailed. It made them like there's a lot of critical thinking there that you required of them, to complete the exercise. So I really like that format. I think I like that format better than I would like just a one day, because the jurors were able to like, really like delve into the information and tell you like very specifically why, they were making a decision. And in that debriefing that you did with them after, after they were able to review all the materials and give all the answers.
You, because you were able to settle it, and I do remember some of the conversations your opponent felt very, full of confidence after the mistrial, but you were able to turn that around. Just tell me how you did that and whether or not the focus group helped you in any way turn it around.
Yeah, I think the focus group gave me a lot of confidence. I because after the mistrial, not only, I was broken. I felt like I lost. I felt like I lost. My client was in tears. I felt like I lost. So I will say that I was pretty broken after that mistrial. But
Mhm.
after, the focus group and and speaking with you and having you tell me like some things that I should tweak, things I should focus on more and focus on less. It gave me a lot more confidence in my case, and it gave me a lot more confidence in turning down the subsequent offers that were made. Um, because he was like, "We almost beat you. We're gonna beat you next time." Oh, you had that one juror that held out, and if next time he's not gonna be there. It's gonna be someone else that's gonna side with me, and we're gonna beat you. So I think, had I not done the focus group, I might have, kind of believed that. I might have been like, well, you know what? And I might have, convinced my client, well, hey, look, well, we almost lost altogether last time. They're offering this now. It's better than zero, so we can go ahead and take it. But I just think that it gave me a lot more confidence. And then, the closer and closer we got to trial, I guess he realized that we weren't budging. And it also made me realize like some strengths that I had that I
Right,
didn't even use in the first trial,
right.
which also helped out a lot.
What would you tell someone who's never done it before? Like, because a lot of people have never done it before because they think, and this might be true, and
Mhm.
you won't hurt my feelings if you tell me the truth.
Yeah.
They think it's going to be a colossal headache. Like, oh, what a
Uh-huh.
pain, like a nail in the forehead. I don't want to go through this.
Um, well, I would liken it to having the answers on a test that you're gonna take, like having some of the answers beforehand. Obviously, you're not gonna have all the answers,
Mhm,
but this is like a huge exam that you're about to take.
mhm,
What if you could know half of the answers, like going in? Like how confident would you feel going into that exam? And how much better do you think you would do if you knew half of the answers going in? It's no different.